Hi everyone, welcome back to Beach Angel Tarot. Today we are going to do our June 2024, I'm getting a throat chakra thing. June 2024, what's your love story? So let's dive in. It's been over a month since I did the last one, so we're going to dive in and see what energy for love story. I think I'm going to be using the same decks, like the story cards as always, and then this, I think this is the deck I use. I'm going to continue on with that. And then if I have any questions, I'm going to use this oracle. We're going to start with a mermaid and an ascended masters for whatever reason, and perhaps a spirit to see what spirits around the story this month. And we're going to just get going into this. So if you're new here, welcome to Beach Angel Tarot. You can learn more about me at my community tab on this channel on YouTube. I am no longer on Facebook or Instagram, but I often post things about myself on the community tab, so you can keep up with what's going on here at Beach Angel Tarot. And I wanted to thank everyone for liking, sharing, and subscribing and commenting as well. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If you have any requests for readings or spreads or anything like that, or pick a card subjects, please feel free to put them below and I will attend to them in upcoming videos. So that being said, let's dive in. Let's see what's going on with the energy for our June. Focusing on everyone as a collective. See what the Ascended Masters energy is. Oh, they're saying, well, the undercurrent right there, I looked, it was positive changes. It's like this feels like a, oh gosh. Wheel of Fortune. Feels like a Wheel of Fortune card. Energy. Okay, let's just see what spirit of darkness and light. If a darker spirit comes up, it's an energy that we're being helped with around that right now. So focusing on June, love story, spirit, guardian angels, Archangel Michael, the guide to protect our time and space together. Love story energy for June. What is the love story energy for June? And we have spirit of communication, love letter, email, text, phone call. And then undercurrent right there is the spirit of clover, luck, abundance, summer. And I always get sucked into the lightning one too when I see it. So the top card was the spirit of time. So, and it says illusion, endless waiting. So spirit of lightning, power, strength, and expression. And then we have luck. We have something about time or timing is coming up. So those are, I meant to pull one and we kind of got four there, but so there's some sort of powerful communication coming. This is summer, and in June we enter summertime and June 21st. So it could be after June 21st that occurs. But there's luck. I think this luck energy has been coming up in a lot of my readings lately. I don't know what it is with that. I don't know. I mean, we have the luckiest day of the year on May 18th, and I did a pick a card. It could be that the time is summer. They could just be pointing to the time is summer, in the summertime. However, I'm just going to kind of put those back. The main card was the spirit of communication is key around the energies for us. What is the mermaid message for our love story for June spirits? And we have simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. So there is there's a clearing out of energy, I feel, a simplified eliminate clutter. So it can be clearing out, especially when we when we connect it to the spirit of communication, it can be clearing out communication, right? And I had a little bit of that throat chakra issue. So clearing something up with communication, talking about something, having a conversation, clearing, I feel like a communication clearing. I feel like a throat chakra clearing here coming around the energy. But let's see what Ascended Master is coming in for June, Spirit. What do they want us to know for June? And it says choose peace. So there'll be more peaceful energy. It's kind of like a blue circle. It gives me that third chakra energy again there. So there's going to be perhaps clearing out communication and more peaceful energy around communication. And the undercurrent there was listen, and the top one was stay focused, in case they're interested in the upper and undercurrent energies. Listen, and listening is a big part of communicating. Like when we're talking to someone, if they're not listening, or if we're not listening and we're thinking about what we're going to say, it can cause issues because you miss half of what is said. And I'm hearing voice inflection and voice inflection. So like tone of voice, maybe not talking over text, maybe talking on the phone would be better, because I'm getting an energy of it's important to hear their voice, or it's voice inflection is coming up is important. Okay, so let's just see. We got some energy of clearing out the throat chakra and bringing peace. If this is something that you can't do with your person you've come to this reading, like if you can't talk to this person in person, or you don't feel like you're at that point where you want to reach out, or they haven't reached out to you, you're not talking, that's fine. You can have this conversation, in your head. You can, conjure them up and sit in quietude, right? Choose a peaceful atmosphere, like envision something like this. Maybe you're sitting on the beach by a campfire or something, and you're talking it out, and just speak to them from your heart and within yourself. And that can be something that's going to be important as well. So it's not always about having a one-on-one conversation. Sometimes that's just not possible. Sometimes it's just not even appropriate as well. So because it could, if you're not in the right place, or they're not in the right place, it could just cause drama. It could just cause arguments, and it's something that you're not prepared to lose your peace over, right? So it's just an energy where you may have to do that within. So either way, it's an important energy to take on board the message for the month ahead of June. So let's just see who you are in your love story, or what energy surrounds you in your love story at this time. And we're going to get a love story one, and we're going to get a Mystic Moon Oracle card, I believe. Who are you in your love story, or what? I put, or what energy surrounds you in your love story at this time. So what energy are you embodying in your love story for June, Spirit? What energy are you embodying for June? We have well-being. So and it's just what I had just said. And it's funny because there was the heart, right? You are in an energy of taking care of your own heart. Taking is, the well-being of your heart, the well-being of love. Now, this could be because things are, peaceful and cleared out and everything with your, your connection. That's fine. But it can be, if you're not in that space in the 3D, this can be just really focusing on your own peace of heart, peace of mind, and your own well-being, right? So, but it's keeping your heart happy. You're keeping yourself happy. You're staying in your own energy. You are looking at, I don't know what it is, but I'm really being guided to not use this deck. So I'm going to honor that feeling, and I'm going to use this deck. So we're going to see who you are, what's happening. I like this little deck for love, so they're telling me to use it. Who you are in your love story, what energy surrounds you. You're just listening to your heart. You're making yourself happy, doing the things that you love for your own well-being. And it can be that you're doing, but when you do that, if you're not in the connection directly, when you're doing that for yourself, you're doing it for the connection. You know, you're helping to clear the energy and and bring peace to the connection as a whole, right? And that's a way to communicate the energies to the connective energy as well. Really staying peaceful, keeping out of drama, out of dramatic thoughts or things like that cause you issue or upset or anxiety. Keeping that heart energy happy. Who are you in your love story? There's two and I'm taking them. Perfect match. You complete each other in the most harmonious way and soulmate. You have found your romantic counterpart. So I feel like here again, this feels very cohesive to the heart happiness. You know, you may be very content regardless of, what's happening in the 3D. You are feeling like this person's your match, this person's your soulmate. You can be feeling very connected to your own soul self, your higher self. And I feel like just a sense here with these, a good inner knowing, a good, not being in a doubtful place in regards to that person. But beyond that, I feel this, I don't know why I keep coming back to yourself. Like you feel very connected to your own heart, your own soul, your own self in a way that it doesn't matter. It's like, there's a resonance here. You know that because of this, it's like clearing this up, cleaning this up for yourself, no matter what happens or what form body that shows up in your life, you're loved. There's love all around you. And, I feel like, that you're not, there's like this energy of that you're not in fear, you're not in anxiety, regardless of what's playing out with the person you've come to watch this reading for, that you yourself are in a very healed resonance of your own soul's vibration, and you're very content. There's an energy of contentment here of no matter what's happening. And because of that, you're pulling in that perfect match, and you're okay with letting go of perhaps it having to be a certain person, or letting go of love having to come in this one certain way. You're just feeling very loved because you're connected to your divine God self. I'm going to say it that way. Not everybody resonates with the word God, but you're really connected with your inner world and your own higher self, your own soul self, your own inner resonance, and your own authenticity. And these are only aligning good things to you. So you're in a very healed and happy place. And again, this could be showing up as that person you've come to this reading for, but if it isn't, you're okay with it. It's like you've kind of detached or left that idea go. And that could be the catalyst to what actually brings that in for you. But you're okay. There's a good sense of, well-being overall with the heart chakra and love in your life because you love yourself. And the match, the matching energy is that resonance. You are in resonance with your own heart's needs and your own authenticity. And I feel a good balance of inner masculine and feminine for self. Like you've shown up for yourself here in a way that maybe you haven't in the past. Where your partner stands in this love story, what is their character? How are they behaving? So this would be the person you've come to this reading for. And if you're not really thinking about a person, this could be the energy of the person you're going to pull in. So we can look at it. You can, apply this reading to you and your situation as it resonates for you. Where your partner stands in this love story, what is their character? How are they behaving? And we have kindred. And this is, we see, it's interesting, we see two birds again. One's, the cage is open, and then the one's over here. So this is a kindred spirit. Now, they're nearby, they're not in the same cage. This bird hasn't left the cage and come up there. They're nearby. Your person is feeling like a Six of Cups, a nostalgia, a kindred connection to you. Top and bottom here, I just wanted to look for some reason, is the unity and the meditation card. So there is a reflection here within them of nostalgia. You know, their energy is, you know, like if you're not together, which you may not be, because again, they're in your frame, they're still in your energy, but they're around, they may be near. If they're not physically near you, their energy is around you, okay? And they are sensing that soulmate connection. They are sensing that nostalgia, like a Six of Cups, that kindred soul, right? So that's their energy. So there's a good energy there, regardless of what's happening. Where your partner stands in the love story, what is their character, how are they behaving? Bonding. As you get to know each other, you discover many things in common. So, undercurrent, there are signs, and the top is time apart. A time of separation. The universe is talking to you. So again, this reading seems to be going, I don't know if there's a divide in the energy for the collective that's coming. This seems to be going like, okay, there's some that are together and there's some that aren't. But the ones that are not physically together or connecting in the physical, there's a message here. There seems to be an overarching separate grain of energy that's saying in that time apart, and remember, time is an illusion, right? That they're getting signs and clues about the depth of your bond, right? That, hey, there's something, you know, they may be having, like, it's dawning on them, or realization, or, you know, like sometimes after you have a conversation and later you go sit down and all of a sudden you go, hey, you know, somebody said something, why am I remembering that right in this moment now? Like, it comes to their mind when in the moment they didn't even catch it, you know, it's like a feedback loop, and then all of a sudden they go, hey, that's right, in that conversation they said something. So something is in this time apart, the universe is talking to them, spirit is talking to them, and you know, they're sensing the kindredness, the depth of a connection here. You know, so keep that in mind. And for those that are together, you know, you're doing more, they're having more of this feeling. But either way, they're having this feeling of like, hey, there's something more here. There's something going on. This person's, I'm starting to realize there's like some sort of realization and resonance to being a kindred spirit to you in some way. Soul resonance, the spirit is saying. Soul resonance, recognition on a more conscious level. What or who is blocking you from moving to the next chapter in your love story? What or who is blocking you? Ooh. And it says home. We're going to see what. So this could be literal, like, location. Let's see what else comes up here. Who or what is blocking? These two want to come out. Real feelings and disguise. So, okay. So there's a foundational energy here with this home, and it has to do with disguising feelings. There's something, you know, the depth of feeling, or even, you know, maybe there wasn't a true recognition of something here. Maybe it's only realized after a fact. Maybe there's been a parting, and in that parting they're like, wait a minute, you know, I've had this feeling before and it hasn't left and it's back, or something, you know, or I'm just realizing something. So I'm hearing the word established. So the real feelings have been disguised and not established. And established, something hasn't been established, even beyond the real feelings, I feel like something hasn't been yet determined or established in the connection, a firm foundation, a firm harmonious. The door looks like it has like musical notes, but there hasn't been a firm foundational energy to return to. Like, it's been tumultuous. There may have been a lot of push and pull, cat and mouse. And there could have been just a lot of just superficial energy in the connection where there hasn't been a home base established. And there definitely hasn't been, there's been masking of feelings. And it could even be not to just each other, but, to yourself. Maybe you've like masked your own feelings for this person and they have for you. So that is the energy. There's nowhere to come back to because there's not been a home base established. That's what's kind of keeping right now. And it's also the feelings that you're not realizing yourself and they're not realizing their self and you haven't shared. So that's the issue. The previous chapter of your love story, what led up to now, and that one fell out, and it's meditation. I'm going to put it back. I'm going to make a note of it. So just kind of like the Four of Swords energy, which maybe led up to now. So maybe a separation or taking a time apart or a time out or something like that. But let's see what has led up to now. And we have healing. So it can be, again, Four of Swords is a healing card. So, what has led up to now is healing. And top and bottom there is intuition and metamorphosis too. So there is something, your intuition, there's a change happening in a pause or in whatever's gone on in the previous chapter. There's Spirit wants you to know or use your intuition and sense that the healing change that is occurring within it. And this is a scene of coldness here, and there's the singular flower, right, coming up through the snow. So the coldness can represent, an ending or stagnancy, things that kind of die back. There's a barrenness here, but Spirit is saying what is going on in this is, for you to strengthen your intuition and to know that a metamorphosis is happening and taking place. So what else has led up to now, previous chapter? And we have rendezvous. A private getaway for two is calling you. So what led up to now in previous chapter, there could have been a coming together that, was literally healing. It may, but because of what I just said, it could have had some sort of coldness to it, or you could have thought it didn't, it ended badly, or something may have occurred there, and you're, thinking, oh gosh, but Spirit is showing. It's like a lot of Spirit showing what's happening behind the scenes, right? To use your intuition, there's a metamorphosis happening in that time. That even regardless of what happens in the 3D landscape and the season that appeared after or through the connection or the coming together, which is appearing to be a little cold, right? It's a winter scene here that happened through this rendezvous. So, but they want you to know that it is having a healing, transformative effect with the metamorphosis, and that there is growth coming from it. Regardless. So it's serving its purpose, they're saying, but for a lot, there may have been a coming together of some sort. And there's even like a little fox there. So it could have been a little tricky to maneuver this coming together at the time. And you may have felt like, what was that about or whatever. And Spirit is like, there is healing happening in the energy between the connection. So previous chapter. So this was for a previous chapter, what led up to now. So I feel like for a lot of you came together somehow. So you've either come together physically, you saw them, you FaceTimed, maybe for some it was an important phone call that you usually never have. There was something that you rendezvoused, and it may have felt like it was cold or it was in a more of a barren situation, but just know that it had a healing effect. It is causing growth and change. Where you are in your love story, present chapter. So and its duality. So I feel like an integrating of a shadow aspect. So you may be reflecting on and seeing a lot of shadowy, see there. It's kind of interesting how Spirit does that. There's beauty, right? And it's in the dark. We have the flow. So you're flowing through some shadowy aspects right now. So you may be going in and out of even though who you are in the very beginning was very good energy on a conscious level, I feel like you may be going in and out of some fears, integrating some shadows, seeing some things about yourself in this person that may not be very comfortable, but coming to the realization that everything is divine, the good and the bad, the duality, and you're going with that flow and you're being taken through that shadowy aspect, but you're also picking up the information and the knowledge that that shadowy aspect serves its purpose and has its beauty. So it's like beauty in the dark, right? Kind of energy. So you're in that space, if you will, which can be uncomfortable when we're seeing shadows of self. We're working through shadow energy and seeing shadows of you and the other. And we have physical connection, the sacred union of bodies two becoming one. So again, it's that duality, and know that what is occurring here for you with that shadowy aspect, it is bringing you together in the physical. And again, that rendezvous was that we saw here for a lot of you that are, I would imagine a lot of you that are tuning in have had a recent rendezvous of some sort in the physical. I bet how short it may have been, may have not have lasted, but they're saying that it is this duality. It has caused more of this bringing the light and the dark into one room. You can see they're here in one room, even though they got their backs turned to each other. It's brought that energy more up to the surface to be looked at, right? The next chapter in your love story, if you can move past the block in number 3, and that was, what was the block in number 3? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it was the home and the masking of the feelings, the home base, the foundational energy, the harmonious foundational energy. The next chapter of your love story. This one wanted to come out as magic. I'm going to put it down there, but I'm going to shuffle the next chapter in your love story. So it can involve some magic, right? It can involve some magicianal energy. You may seeking and rising came out. I'm going to put them back because they fell out, but I'm going to get one specific. The next chapter in your love story. And we have explorer. So seeking and whatever just came out is sort of similar, so that would have been appropriate too. Magical explorer. I'm getting like magic carpet ride. Do you ever hear that song, Magic Carpet Ride? Being taken. I'm getting that energy of being taken. Let's see. But not like... It's like spirit taking the wheel here. It's like you're being, like the magic carpet ride. It's like you're on a ride. You're up for the exploration. You're up for the adventure. But it doesn't really seem to matter whether you are or not, because it feels like spirit's taking you. The magic is moving you. The next chapter of your love story. And it's tease. The energy is fun and lighthearted, but uncertain. So I don't think spirit is really showing us. I feel like there is magic afoot. I feel like there is sort of like a full kind of energy, the full card. And it's like spirit is teasing a bit. Magic explorer. That's fun. Whatever it is, it's fun and lighthearted to go with it. And I feel like, again, if this person isn't present, whatever's going on in your life, it's like having fun while you wait, or, it's like you're not really waiting. Enjoy your journey and, put magic and explore the things that make you happy, and, get into lighthearted energy in your own life, even if the outcome isn't known, right? It's uncertain. Not everything has to be. It's like you're going to go on a ride. Okay, it's like this too. Spirit is saying you're going on a ride of uncertainty. You're not going to get to know. It's like when I'm asking these questions, what's going to happen? I'm not really being shown it so much. It's a magical mystery ride. Magical mystery tour? That's the kind of feeling they're giving me. I'm going to pull a charm card, and I don't know why, but we're going to see what else could be coming if you get past that block. And remember, we're getting past the block of disguising feelings. So that can be, you know, who knows what or how long, if ever, you know what I mean? Like, so don't put, again, it's like not putting your life on hold. You're not, you know, doing this and that. If you're not able to connect with this person, choose your own peace, choose your own lighthearted energy, choose your own magic and exploration of your personal journey, making your own heart happy. I mean, you can put this together for yourself as well. And, you know, you can work things out in the 5D with this person, communicating to them, you know, conjure up a beautiful scene such as this and have a conversation with them, and then put it in a box and go on with your day and your life and move forward with no expectations. So that's what I would say to those that are not connected to a specific person or having a very difficult time because no one's willing to take off masking their true feelings or whatever, because that can be very painful and it can be very difficult. And do you want to get caught in a trap of that for long periods of time? No, you absolutely do not. And you don't want your emotions there. You don't want your mind there. You do not want to go there. So I'm gonna pull from here where I don't know why I'm gonna pull a charm card, but they're asking me to. The next chapter in your love story, if you can move past the block of number 3, which I just gave the spill about. But just do know that that person is contemplating this tendered spirit back here too. So there's some sort of a tugging of a thought or a feeling or an intuition within them. The next chapter in your love story with the charms, for whatever reason, Spirit, I don't know what it is about. Oh, birds on a wire, social media, planet in influences, and wreath is victory. I'm going to put these up. But again, there's an energy of communication. So it could be through social media, it could be through, you know, and that could be any app on your phone or computer. Just a little bit maybe, or something comes through and it, you know, I don't know. There's not, I don't feel like there's this huge depth coming through yet is what I feel here. Also, I'm getting, there's a bird on this magic, and then there's birds on this wire. There's something here, and birds explore, birds migrate. There is something here with birds, and lighthearted is energy, like a hummingbird. There is something weird with birds. Also, what was I going to say? There's lyrics, so song, it could be songs and music. I was getting that Magic Carpet Ride and Magical Mystery Tour. There could be things coming through from spirit messages about this connection. But again, as you are working your way through your own journey and enjoying your own life and your own day for your own heart's happiness and well-being, right? You're not sitting around blah, 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 about someone. So keep that in mind. I never want to perpetuate sitting and waiting for someone. The end of the love story for this time period, and we're going to see. So that's the next month. The end of the story. So what, you know, more maybe what will happen. And it is friendship. Friendship energy. And again, there's this person's around. There's this energy of friendship. Sacral chakra energy too, because they're both orange. But the cat's up in the tree. It's not sitting down there with the girl. So this energy is around. It's about you. So if you're feeling uneasy about someone, just tune into the energy of your connection energetically as friend. You know what I mean? Don't see them as an enemy, or don't fear what's going on between you. Connect in a very unconditional, loving energy as you would like a friend. You know, just connect in that way in your own mind and heart space. But again, it's showing like the kindred, they're around, they're nearby, they're in the vicinity of your energy. And we have rekindle. An old flame returns, perhaps as a friend, and then twin flame union, psychic connection. like I said, it can just be coming through the 5D. This person could be sending from their higher self, you know, messages from spirit, bird on a wire, magically, you know, like clues and things like that. It could be that. So I don't want anyone to ever get caught up in thinking that will unfold in the physical, because it may not, and may just come through. But spirit is really indicating a lot about communication, clearing that out, either literally in the 3D or in the 5D, making that important for the connection and yourself. So again, having that conversation in the mind, staying in a friendly vibe when you think of them or connect to them in your mind or energetically. You know, like not having those conversations in your head like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, you know, this person, and, you know, thinking ill of them and all that. You don't want to be doing that. And you don't want to do that for yourself. It's not good for your own heart and your own happiness. So let's pull some Rainbow Rain, asking spirit for signs and messages for the month ahead in June, what may transpire. We have chat buddy, so communication. Underneath is the quiet calm. Under that is balance restored. Top one is being presented with options, and then I'm going to pull one more time. Oh, we did have the quiet. See, this is all about choose peace. Choose peace and balance, right? And then that opens the energy up. There's more options available. Things aren't just as narrow-minded. And then we have fairy helper, powerful communication. And we have autumn, so that's releasing things. And yeah. So hopefully, oh, I'm going to put them this way so everybody can see them. I always do that when nobody can see the pictures. So this could even be late summertime too, but we're in June, so we're looking at June. So it's like releasing things, releasing burdens, that kind of thing, knowing you're being helped. That's that fairy helper like we saw back here. There was that magic afoot that was indicated here with spirit, so not to worry. So hopefully everyone has enjoyed this reading. If you'd like your own personal private love story reading, you can click the link below to be taken to my Etsy shop, and I would be glad to get that to you as soon as possible. My turnaround time, I always say 7 to 10 days, but I usually deliver sooner than that. It's usually 3 to 5, but I don't like to put that in case I have some sort of emergency or something happens here. So anyway, angel blessings to everyone. Oceans of love.